Like one of the things to remember about this, just to put a little bit of context, is that like a few years before this movie came out, they still had the X rating, and the X rating was usually reserved for like pornography or movies that the Motion Picture Association of America
and you could only
did
show
not
those
want
in
theaters.
certain theaters.
Yeah. This is basically
and so like a few years before this movie came out, they adapted the X rating into NC-17 in order to make it less of a mark of death, basically. But still, like movies that got this rating weren't typically allowed in wide release in theaters because people are like, it's pornography still.
Yeah.
But Paul Verhoeven, what he wanted to do is he came in, he's like, I specifically want to make this movie NC-17. And the studio's like, dude, like that's not a good idea. And he's like, no, trust me, it'll work. And so in order to get them to agree to letting him do an intentional NC-17 rating, he deferred 70% of his director's salary, which was like in the millions of dollars. And he said, like, if the movie's a hit, then you can give me 70% of my salary. And so like he only got paid like 30% of what he normally made to make this movie. And it was not a hit. And everyone in this movie took a major hit to their careers when it came out and flopped as bad as it did.
What was Gina Gershon doing before this movie?
She was doing a lot of sexual thrillers too. I think she had just done Bound, which was the Wachowskis' first movie. But she was kind of like up and coming as like this like sex pot type.
She's got a weird look to her. I always thought she was kind of hot, but in a weird.
She's got a lot of teeth.
Yeah, she's
a big smile.
Got a weird shaped mouth.
Did you know Jenny McCarthy was almost cast in this movie as the Jesse Spano character?
As Nomi?
As Nomi, but then they found out she couldn't dance, and so they decided to go a different way.
I mean, I got to give everybody in this movie credit because there's shit that I would never do on camera. Yeah. Like, oh, you want me to do what now? No, I quit. Like props to them.
Kyle MacLachlan. Yeah.
Kyle MacLachlan said that watching this movie at the premiere was one of the most awkward moments of his life.
Yeah.
Because he was like, okay, that first scene's bad. It has to get better. And then he's like, oh, no.
We got the pool scene coming up.
Yeah. No. Like there were a lot of rumors that he like walked out during the premiere.
Yeah, there was an interview that he did that people were saying that he walked out. And he was like, nope, I sat through every horrible moment of it.
Yeah, and he actually used a body double for his butt scenes as well. So
good for him.
Yeah, smart man.
Can we talk about the sex scene in the pool?
Oh my God, we have to.
Absurd. I mean, that's how I do it every time.
Well, what did you we talked about, what is it?
She looked like she was having a seizure.
She did. Well, she looked like she was being electrocuted.
She looked like that every time she got to do like a lap dance scene. She just went freaking off the rails.
Is that what dudes are into?
No.
Even her lap dance looked painful.
Yeah, like I said, like that doesn't look comfortable.
I've seen lap dances. I've had lap dances, and they're not that outside the box. But the sex scene, I was like, is that how I'm supposed to be doing it?
No. She was like drowning herself with the waterfall.
Yeah, she looked literally like she was being electrocuted, like somebody was tasing her.
Yeah, so absurd.
You know, a movie like this, it's supposed to be like very sexual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's supposed to like kind of like get your crank going, turn you on a little bit.
Get out the Lubriderm.
Get out the Lubriderm. This movie.
That's a t-shirt.
You're welcome. This movie made me it makes you just like want to like put it away. And, take the cum sock and just like throw it in the corner.
I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Go play some video games.
Did anyone else here ever watch Saved by the Bell back in the day?
Oh
yeah, I've seen it.
I was a little old, but
well, I grew up on Saved by the Bell.
Same.
And the idea that there was a movie where Jesse Spano gets fully naked, like that was a big draw.
Right. That was the 15 million.
You weren't old enough to go see it though.
None of the people that wanted to see Jesse Spano naked were able to actually go see this movie.
Right. Yeah, but you had to rely on older brothers, and none of you had any.
The funny thing about this is that, so how much did this movie make at the box office?
How much did it make?
Yeah.
37 million.
All right, so it made $100 million in VHS rentals.
Oh, for sure.
And DVD sales and stuff like that. So like this movie has made its money back and then some.
I don't think anyone in this movie saw that money though.
Okay, it's my first watch. Never seen it before. Watched it for the first time. I was embarrassed. I had to kind of like,
Praying no one walked in the room.
I'm like, Jesus, I hope my wife goes to sleep soon. I was like, I can't be watching this shit.
Wait, you're watching it on your phone?
Yeah.
No, I did. I had it on the TV for a little while, and I was like, I can't have this on
how
TV.
crazy is it that it's on Tubi, which is free to anyone,
Yeah.
and it's an NC-17 movie?
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
But like you do see Beaver in
But
that
I had it on the screen. That's a weird name for it,
I
man.
don't want you to call it that.
the Beav.
Hey, nice.
Let me
beaver.
finish my final thoughts. First time watch, 1.5 stars. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it's not a good movie, and I will never watch it again. All right, moving on to the final movie in our
I
list.
want to say really quickly. We have it on while we're talking about it, and we just got to the scene where she's
Licking the pole.
she's doing her pole lick and her aggressive striptease. Oh my God. And so back in my 20s, I used to be a bartender, and after the bar would close, the only place that was open to like go and have drinks would be the strip club. So sometimes we would go to the strip club, and there was a girl at the strip club that would dance aggressively just like this, and she was like the club favorite, and she would come out and dance to like Def Leppard or something, and she was like super aggressive. She was taking her clothes off.
Probably pour some sugar on me,
Yeah,
right?
I think it was.
Yeah.
And she was like the club favorite. And while I was watching this for the podcast, I was like, oh, that makes me think of Shelby.
Vader's the freaking DJ in the back of the strip. Pour some sugar on me.
Oh yeah, and no, dude,
Fucking glasses on and shit.
I used to hang out at a strip bar up in Oregon when I was bouncing up there, and we'd all go to the strip club.
Yeah.
And I knew a lot of the girls that worked there, and it was Pour Some Sugar on Me, and Back in Black was a big one.
Back in Black, yeah.
Yeah.